Well, it looks like we're good to go. And we're going to have a little super-fil. I usually make up way more than I need, but that's just how it goes. And what I did was today is I put 3 coats of dope on this wing and I sanded between each coat. I've just sanded this again. Probably needs a little more in some spaces, but it's pretty close to where I need to start super-filling. Spots on the wing, these wing areas here are the normal culprits. Right here. So what we're going to do is we'll mix up some super-fil. We'll take an old credit card and smooth it in there. Now, I didn't turn these over quite soon enough. I'm going to have to stop and get some more super-fil, but you can see that this stuff is getting old, but it's still good. It kind of takes on a yellow tinge. And it smells like ammonia, the hardener. But all you got to do is stir the ammonia into stir the liquid that's been sitting at the bottom into the cream. I've had this stuff last for 4 or 5 years. This stuff here is probably, I don't know, 2 years old. I use plastic spoons or stir sticks for this. If you look here, see it's turned back into the nice creamy consistency. This will be enough to finish a couple more airplanes, fillets, and what have you. So we're going to get 1 spoonful there out of that. I probably got some more around here somewhere. I brought way too much stuff here. I need to start moving it back to St. Louis. Okay, so now separate spoon. This blue stuff, I mean, it probably has some type of stuff in the bottom, but I can't see it. This is the micro balloons or whatever this stuff is made out of. And the mixture is 2 to 1. So 2 of these to 1 of those. So obviously I'm going to have way more than I need. Just the way it goes. Now I gotta find it. There we go. Popsicle stick. I had one guy write me a message in a panic. He mixed it 50-50. You know, is there any kind of problem? No, not really. Okay, so I'm not going to get any more than that out of it. I'm just going to cut out half of that. We'll just, it's not a science project. That looks about right. You know, you could measure it out and all that if you wanted to be exact. It's not necessary. So we want half of this. That looks about right. Yeah, that looks about right. One spoon of this to one heaping big spoon of the other. This stuff is not a mystery. Throw this out so I don't get mooey crap all over the place. I'm going to keep this down to a dull roar, so you don't want to put a lot of this stuff on. I mean, even though it's super light, it's lighter than wood. But the more crap you put on your airplane, the heavier it's going to be. I'm trying to leave stuff off. So we got about a golf ball size of Super-fil. And that's way more than I need. Mix it up, knead it, whatever, until all the white is mixed in with the blue. The reason I doped it before you put the Super-fil on is to harden the wood up. Now here's another pro tip. You can put the Super-fil on now or after the paper. It doesn't much matter. You might have to do both. Let's see here. If you ever did any body work on a car, it's exactly the same consistency, but you have a longer work time than Bondo with this. But it's the same principle. One thing you can do with this is you can't do with Bondo is you can take alcohol and rub that smooth if you want. Let's see here. Well, the week has been pretty full of stunt hanger videos, I would say. Programming for modelers. You know, you look at some of these other channels, they don't post but one video a week, and we get one video a day. Or try. Now, I'm going to go over everything and see any little ding, dent, or whatever and try to get it filled in. Now I got to turn it over and do the bottom of this. And this stuff sands exactly like balsa wood. It's the best stuff I ever used. I was an epoxylite guy for years, but epoxylite is hard. It's real hard. People say, well, you can use epoxy and microballoons. No, thanks. This stuff is real aircraft material, made for real airplanes. It's super light. This won't be too long a video because this stuff will have to dry. And I'm sure after a week of programming from me, you're probably pretty sick of it. That'll be good enough. So now, you just want to kind of go over all the spots, see if there's any. I guess I better hit it with some sandpaper here. That's too much. That's 180. We're down to 320 only now. That's 180. If you sand, it'll show you the spots you missed. Soft block. Why is this stuff never here when I need it? On the floor, that's why. The average view duration is 5 minutes. What's wrong with you guys? Now there's some shiny spots on here where I joined the sheeting together. Sand them till the shine's gone. You're not changing the shape or anything now, you're just knocking the high spots off. If you're changing shape, you waited too long. I don't see any space yet. That needs any Super-fil. I just put my finger in that. Oh well. Just turn it over and do the other side again. Get that paper towel. Yeah. Stick my finger in it. Hey, thanks, Mike, for the super chat. Stunt hanger's getting very tough to keep afloat, so all the super chats and the super thanks and the, I think it's going to be real hard here in the next year. I'll do what I can. What the hell is that? So I need to persuade this a little bit more. It's like it's a hard spot there. Gone now. This is the first foam airplane I built in a long time. Well, besides that little mini Cobra. If it don't feel right, it ain't right. Trust me. Okay. So I need to fix this end here. I guess we can cut a piece of wood to fit in that open section there on this go around. Let's see, I was sanding and my finger went into which side? Yeah, this side's alright. This side could use a little bit. Not a big deal. Okay, I didn't find any other glaring errors in the thing that need super-fill. If you take the sandpaper and knock off the rocks, it'll leave a shiny spot, and that shiny spot is a low spot. Well, if you don't have any shiny spots, it doesn't need any super-fill, and that's the good thing. Is the is the chat box working or whatever? I had one super chat and no chatters. I don't understand. Somebody type something so I know that's working. If I type something, it's because I'm the moderator. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it's working. Okay, Mike. Hey, no problem. I'll do the best I can. I can't be everywhere. Now this wood is filling really nice. You know, this is 3 coats. I think I'm probably going to get one more coat of clear on this thing, and then we'll start covering with silk span. Now, somewhere along the line, I picked up 24-inch square silk span, and I'm going to cover this model with that stuff because this doesn't require. It's not open base, so I don't need a real long stretch, and I can sand it pretty good. So I'm just going to figure out which way the grain's going and then tear it, and then we'll overlap the joint in the center and a couple of coats of dope and knock it down and should be able to make the seam go away. I'll try to make the seam somewhere up in here. It'll be fine, trust me. Dope is very forgiving. Let's cut a piece for this hole here. I'll get a camera around and show you what I'm doing. Let's go to this one. And then I'll bring this one in. I don't need this. Let's see here. Crop and zoom. Done. All right, we need to plug this hole. This is the part that keys into my fuselage. Yeah, Saturday was a disaster. I'm glad I didn't hang around. So the first thing I want to do is clear out some of this foam so we got something to glue to. Then I need to measure this hole, make sure it's the right size. See, the belt crank is right there, so it's going to be right next to the fuel tank. The fuel tank will sit back in this notch here. I normally do this on built-up wings and not foam wings, and I don't have a problem doing it. But this here is kind of ass backwards, so we'll see how it works. Give you the close-up of the motor mount we did over at John's today. That baby is nice. That's for my new Stunt airplane for 2023. I'll probably take and sand these off on the nose and then balsa on the end. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but it's pretty nice. Of course, that ties into the wing. Okay, we need a piece of 1/8 inch or something there, close thereof. We're probably gonna need a sanding drum of some type. I'll use this. I'll turn off the mic on this camera here. So this is camera 1. We'll kill the mic on that one so it doesn't blow you out. That kind of gives you the inside of what a suspended belt crank looks like inside. The wire's here and the wire's there. The mount is on the outside top of the wing between the fuselage. There is absolutely no way you can pull this out. None. Now, I'm going to have a hard time getting that in there. I can see that coming, just because it wants to be difficult. Remember what I said about engineering. Or use engineering for strength, not size of wood. Okay, let's turn that one back on. Alright, that should make the audio a little better. Now I could use pine or what's with all these guys? Now I got some scrap here. Give me a second, guys. I'm looking for a piece of wood. It's not that easy to come up with. I'd like to use a piece of scrap. Okay, fuckers. Okay, come on. I can't find a piece. Scrap. There we go. This ain't really scrap, but it ain't contest wood, so we'll just use this. Alright. So we want it about yay long. Get my trusty saw here. Okay. I'll just whittle it in. Shit. Now this has an odd shape to it. It's taller in the center than it is on the end, so you can cut it or sand. I just sand it usually. I think we're gonna have to cut the length of it off also. Yeah. I have to cut her down. Too much foam in there. Not a problem. The wrong piece. I'm going to have to turn it up so I can see it, guys, so hang on a minute. Okay. And I wish I could find that number 22 I just had in my hand a minute ago. There it is. Yeah, I couldn't do it so you guys could see it. I gotta be able to see it. But you saw how I eyeballed the size of it and sanded it to fit. So I need to hit it with kicker. Sand it with paper. Okay, Now, I'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll have to cut some side pieces. At first I got to measure it to make sure that that's going to be enough room there. Let's see here. Oh. So that's fuselage plugs right into there. We need to fill in these side areas here, but I want to make sure that it's wide, that I've got this cut wide enough. So I got to measure. I'll leave about a 1/16 inch slop for epoxy. So this is the fuselage side that it needs to plug into. So we got to have enough gap . Two and 620 thousandths. It's a little tight, so we'll sand it a little bit. Good guess, but a little tight. Because I hate surprises when you get ready to put this stuff together. Oh no! Why didn't I measure? Well, I got a lot of cleanup to do tonight. If it'll make you feel better, you can fiberglass all this area or whatever, but I have never found a need to. It could be a little bit sloppy, but that's okay. What did I say? 620, yep. So we could cap that with 16th. That's what we'll do. We'll cap that with 16th on the outside. And that'll make it easy. Chat box is working. Yeah, I know. Just nobody's chatting. Okay, so we got some pieces over here we can use. We can use 2 of these pieces. Let's see how much that's going to add. What did I do with the calipers? Right there. 2 and 620 thousandths. 2 and 620. 620. Yeah, we need to sand a little bit more to use those. That's it. It'll be tight, but I can sand it. Better too tight than too loose. So, we'll do 2 pieces of this. Yeah, you could cut these out and all that business, but yeah, we're not building watches, so I just kind of ham fist this stuff, you know, rough it in, tack it, sand it, glue it, tape it, nail it. Can't see it from my house. It'll be fine. Yeah. Just caught it. Okay, that's that part. That ain't it. Yeah, I watched Thunderbolt and Lightfoot yesterday. The guy in the gas station was something else. That ain't it. That ain't it. That's it. We want to change cars with you. What? Get out. Gotta love Clint Eastwood. Okay. There we go. Okay. And that's how you box in the tank compartment. There's nothing to it. Nothing, no rocket science about this. Just cut some wood and stick it in there. Takes a little practice, but nothing nobody can't do. I'll make the silk span go in there, and like I say, if it makes you comfortable to fiberglass that, you can, but there's not really any need for it. get the soak pan down in there and it'll be fine. Damn. I got the Super-fil trying to move too fast. Got both sides. That'll be okay. Okay, let's turn this around. See if we can get away from monkeying up the Super-fil again. This will be the last hurrah on this today. Okay, we're up out of the fill. Oh crap, I gotta spread that again before it gets too hard. Too late. Fortunately, that's on the bottom. Be hard sanding, but whatever, we'll get it. Super-fil's already starting to set up. It's beyond the congealed state. Ah, broke it. So you guys know why it looks easy? Because it is. Yeah, that'll be fine. Hidden. Well, that's going to do it for this stream. We did the Super-fil in an hour, filled in the tank hole, the tank box. So I've wasted another hour of yours. Let's see how this is going to work out. This goes this way. Yeah. I don't know. Put that there and that there. I hope you guys are building along with me, because otherwise it's a total waste of time. The internet is a time killer. Okay, we got that out of the Super-fil, and that's out of the Super-fil. Kinda. So we'll just let this sit there till tomorrow night, and I'll sand those things out, and that'll be the program for before Charles comes on. And if this, I swear, if I was in St. Louis, I could finish this. Have this airplane in the air this weekend. May not be all the way completely finished, but it would be flyable this weekend. We'll get back to that shortly here. That'll be stunt hanger all the time. Alright, thanks for all the super chats. Past and present. I really appreciate your support and your likes. Smash that like button, guys. That's what helps the algorithm. That's what's helping this channel grow. When you hit the like button, it sends out a message that I'm doing good. And YouTube will recommend it to other people. So we picked up 39 new members this month so far, so that ain't bad. Now, I want you to read this shirt real close. Read it real close what it says, and think about it. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.